when I feel I can't go on. I need to know that I belong. When everything right seems wrong, you carry me. When the road ahead is tough, and I'm so close to giving up, but I fall into your arms and you carry me. You watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe you watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Oh, I give all I am to you, and I trust you'll see me through. Deep down I know you've loved me from the start, and if all the world around me was to fall apart, I'd always have you, the king of my heart. You made all the flowers grow. You're the footprints in the snow when my strength has gone. You are the melody of every glorious song. You watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe you watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Oh, I give all I am to you, and I trust you'll see me through. Deep down I know you loved me from the start. When I was lost, you found me, wrapped your loving arms around me. Deep down I know, yes, deep down I know you're king of my heart, king of my heart. Blessed be your name in the land that is plentiful, where streams of abundance flow. Blessed be your name. Blessed be your name when I'm found in the desert place. Though I walk through the wilderness, blessed be your name. Every blessing you pour out, I'll turn back to praise. When the darkness closes in, Lord, still I will say, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. Blessed be your name when the sun's shining down on me, when the world's all as it should be. Blessed be your name. Blessed be your name. On the road marked with suffering, oh, there's pain in the offering. Blessed be your name. Every blessing you pour out, I'll turn back to praise. When the darkness closes in, Lord, still I will say, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. You give and take away. You give and take away. My heart will choose to say, Lord, blessed be your name. You give and take away. Give and take away. Give and take away. My heart will choose to say, Lord, blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. Praise my soul, the King of heaven. To his feet thy tribute bring. Ransomed, healed, restored, forgiven. Who like thee his praises sing? Praise him, praise him. Hallelujah, praise the everlasting King. Praise him, praise him. Hallelujah, praise the everlasting King. Praise him for and favor to our Father. It's 8 o'clock on a Sunday, and the crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play the memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore it my drinks for free. Well, he's quick with a joke, or he'll light up his smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He said, John, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La 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 la. Sing us a song with a piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. That's a pretty good crowd for a Sunday. And the manager and the one running the whole show tonight, literally, because the tech team are not with us tonight. They're all very busy. So she is literally pressing all the buttons.
Yes, slightly early, sorry.
Started early.
Sorry, a few seconds early.
By 20 seconds. And caught me with my trousers down.
Oh dear.
Figuratively speaking.
Sorry. Well, I thought I'd get the mistake out of the way quickly.
Get it,
all right?
Okay.
Get that
from
done.
Now on,
It'll
that's
be
it.
perfect from now on.
From now on. And the manager, she gives me a rather fraught smile. Because she knows that it's me they've been coming to see. Oh, yes. All of you from all over the country. And we welcome particularly people from last week, Worthing, and on Friday from Hazelmere. We welcome you all here tonight to JV Live from the Steinway room. We hope you have a great evening. It's just the two of us tonight. No guests, just us. Fantastic. We are fairly unique as a couple, I think. And I've even got my trousers on tonight, so it's even better. And you got us feeling all right. Oh, and the piano, it sounds like a carnival. And the microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La la la, la la la. La la la, la la la, la la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and we've got us feeling all right. And as the piano dies down, we welcome you to another JV Live from the Steinway room. We have to say, always, what a difference a day makes. What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours while the sun and the flowers where they used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine, what a difference a day makes. there's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss is heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. Yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights, they're through, dear. Since you said you were mine, oh mine, what a difference day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling feel, you know, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is soon. It's soon. My baby, it's you. Oh, my baby, it's you. Fantastic sounds of Mark Edwards on piano. Mr. Darren E. Beckett on drums. And who was it on?
Arnie Solvishy
on double bass. Fantastic arrangement. That one from Lockdown Sessions 2.
Yeah. And it's for Stephen Jones. You are 70 this week, I think.
Stephen.
And I know you've been having a celebration with the lovely people from the Torch Group. That's for people who are blind and visually impaired. And
it's lovely to have you lot on again.
Great to have you lot on. And Heather, who helps them, was making me laugh that the guide dog got very disconcerted when Geraint and Sue started dancing. I don't think she knew what to do
right now.
earlier on. And who else is it for? Yes, also for Barry. He's 85, and today this is Joanne Newson's dad.
Dad? Oh, hello, Bazza. Oh, no, I'm sure you're not Bazza.
I don't think he's a Bazza.
No, you're not really a Bazza, are you? But Barry, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Let's say happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Barry. And George, who else? Oh, yes, Stephen.
Happy birthday to you. You don't get much, but you get something.
You get something.
You get something. I'd love to say, as a special thank you, we'd like to send you a free album, but we're not going to do that. So just take it as a thought. The thought that counts, right. And there it is.
Okay.
And now I'm going to sing you a lot. That was another love song. Love songs. We love love songs. You see, that's it. We do a kind of a. When I used to play way back when. It's just going to be us tonight. Sue on all the stuff. Let's see you again, Sue. Go on, tell us a little bit how you're feeling.
Can I just say I've got a huge amount of respect for dear Rachel and for Claire, who do this from long distance. And Rachel was staying with us this week, and we spent the whole of Tuesday, just breaking everything down. Rachel very patiently explaining it to me, and me creating numerous checklists. I think I took 15 pages of notes and then prepared 3 pages of checklists before each particular section. So
and today she got up and she was totally distracted as she had to run the whole thing.
Yes.
But I have to say, I'm very proud of the woman because she could barely change a plug until around about
Excuse me?
A year ago.
Excuse me,
What?
I've got a physics A level. Of course I can change a plug.
Yeah, but you don't know where they are.
I-
And you certainly
I don't
know
do
how
it
to
'cause
plug
I
in.
thought
And you
I-
certainly, you never. Now come on, look at me, look at the camera now.
No, I don't
Do you
ever change the light bulbs.
Never, not ever. Do you know, we used to, I can't just come back after tours, right? And I think in this house, it's probably why we've got an expected bill of £5,300. Okay, how can we, just living on our own, have a bill projected at £5,300? They're having a laugh.
They've made a mistake, definitely. They've made a mistake.
I think well anyway,
I worked it out in the middle of the night that actually that's going up to
100 and something percent.
250%.
No.
So much for 50%
No,
increase.
well, we're not paying them, so that's
No, we're not doing that.
Nevertheless.
Anyway, moving on.
Nevertheless, she never changed. And I'd come back from tours, and long tours, I'll agree, and I come in with a torch. Okay, because I go, what is it? She's got, in the lounge, there would be 6 lights up the thing, and then side lighting, and there would be 1 bulb left. And she said, oh, I didn't notice. And that's honestly the truth. So we had something like 47 bulbs in the house in total, including the studio and me. In fact, plus the studio. So I had to always go around and buy the bulbs and change them. It's one of the things I did.
I just did it on purpose to make him feel that he had a role in the
Very
house,
sweet.
after all.
That's lovely. Yeah, I know. Anyway, here we go. We are going to be just singing a few songs, giving a few dedications, raising your spirits, talking about things that matter, we hope, and leaving you with a smile in your heart, smile in your face. We welcome those new people. Gary, I just saw a message from you now, Gary, and
Cruisenden, isn't it? Gary and... I did say hi to them. I can't remember who it
write to us
was.
and say,
No,
I
they
can't
did
remember
say
what your
hello.
wife's name is, and that's very rude of me.
Oh, dear.
However, I got your message and everything on it, which is private, but we sung you Bring Him Home last week, which meant a lot to you. And we so welcome you and your wife and those from Worthing. We welcome those wonderful people from Hazelmere Halls. What a fabulous theatre that is. Ian, who ran it, did all the lights for me and helped me out. The sad thing, what a difference a day makes, was that Andy and Jill Hatvarney, who you all know from the community,
Yes.
they came and helped out and sold the gear and packed up the gear and put it all in, together with Malcolm's family. And they all helped as well. They came and the coolest dad in the world who I met, he was the coolest son. And then Andy Hatvarney wrote yesterday, was it yesterday morning or this morning? Yesterday morning, and said, I got COVID.
He's tested positive.
So we were sitting there waiting, going...
Can I just say, I am so sorry for Andy and Jill, because today was their postponed Christmas.
Again.
If you remember, Matt got COVID at Christmas, so that meant that the whole family couldn't do it.
Twice again. So
This is the third
They might
postponement.
as well go for next Christmas.
Yeah, it's really sad, isn't it?
Anyway,
It's really sad.
Jill and Andy, we send big love to you.
We do. We love you. Thank you
again,
for all
great
your
people.
help.
They were meant to be going straight to the food bank. They run a food bank in...
I think Jill went, didn't she?
Jill
But
went.
Andy couldn't go.
But an awful lot of people who have gone to food banks have caught it from food banks. They've gone they've gone faithfully over and over again, and the need is increasing hugely, and they go there. Anyway, some lovely people who we had the joy of staying with. Now, is it what anniversary is it?
Yes, the lovely couple, John and Margaret Bown.
Who
It is
fucking
your
joined us.
57th wedding anniversary
be.
next weekend, and because we're not doing a show next weekend, you've asked for something nice this weekend.
And we will talk to you about all of that, about what we're doing and what we're not doing. Sometimes we do 2 shows together, sometimes we can't because we're away, or we can't be here because we're doing shows somewhere else. So, and I can only do a certain amount with this, but we want to keep these shows going.
We
for
do.
a long time.
And I'm sorry, I know we said that we would be doing them once a fortnight, but actually it doesn't work like that really when it comes to it. And so you're just going to have to keep an eye on things.
And we will
because
keep you informed.
We'll let you know. We'll be put sort of information
we'll talk
on
about that in a second.
all kinds of ways, but there we are.
Now, John and Margaret. This is for you. And I know you like the nice 60s and 70s pop songs, and even 50s, 60s and 70s pop songs. And this one, I'd like to see, please, a picture of you in your kitchen in that beautiful farm in Derbyshire, of you dancing to this one. You ready? So send it, please, and put it on the JV community site. And here it goes. And a beautiful love song for you after 57 years. I was just thinking, Sue, 57 years. That's 17 more years I've got to do that.
Oh, gosh, 40's been an uphill struggle.
That will be, won't it? So why don't we have a holiday? Why don't we have a holiday like for 3 years in between, and then we can keep it going? Because don't you remember, I think the reason we were all together is because I was never here. That's the reason we had 40 years of married bliss, because I was always away. This one for you. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years, till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always just for you, Margaret and John Brown. When love is love, and everything is everything. Thank you. Look, you can't say don't try.
Well...
No, don't say well. No, why are you saying well?
No,
What's
no,
well? We're on our own now.
No.
Nothing will stop me. This is it. This is going to be ultimate revenge.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, you're in trouble. Right.
Okay.
Why don't you do? Why don't you do?
What? Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
So now you're changing camera angles.
No.
She's got,
it was just a bit of a test card. That was all.
A test card. Okay. So now you're really
Ultimate
playing.
control.
Okay. Right. I think actually another one from the lovely. So many people bought it yesterday. The one that you guys, the albums that you sponsored, and we were selling them like hotcakes last night. It was really lovely. And people taking them away, and hopefully they're going to enjoy them. And a woman said, I love all those jazzy ones. And this one, Mark arranged this one. We were sitting in the studio, and I think Sue likes this one. Here it goes. It's called My Funny Valentine. Reminds her of a French restaurant somewhere north of Paris. It's a beautiful sound. Oh, ho, ho.
Ho, he, ho, he, ho.
Yeah, thank you for your comic inclusions. Here we go. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? But don't change your hair for me. Not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Stay. It's Valentine's Day. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? Oh, but don't change your hair for me. Now, if you care for me, stay, little Valentine. Stay. Stay. It's Valentine. See there.
Love.
And that one for lovely Sylvia Newman, who's always been so faithful in watching. And Sylvia, we love you, and we hope your operation and all that stuff you've got to get done gets done again. Glad to see that you're able to get out and be around people now again. And that you're feeling better. We think of a lot of people who've been in Pickles Trenchard, her brother-in-law, I believe it is, who's had a very sad diagnosis today, we found out, and we think of her. So many people who've been in the wars. We think of Lynn tonight too, who's actually who's being called for radiotherapy early, which is great news, actually. It's good news.
Yeah, it's good news.
So hopefully she'll go tomorrow, Monday, for her treatment.
Liz Ormiston is home from her hip replacement.
Yes,
so,
great, that's right,
so
well done.
that's good. Good step in the right direction.
She can't have Tom yet. I think
No,
actually
not
she
yet,
can't
but
handle that.
look after yourself, Liz, and get yourself well.
Yes,
okay?
that's good, and thank you for everybody who's been supporting. One thing I just want to say, we're going to watch a little bit of fun, actually, a bit of silliness. But before we do, I'm just going to sing one song, and I think it was Michael Cooper who asked for a little bit of Jim. He suggested a bit of Jimmy Reevesy boy, and I don't know whether I love Jim Reeves's voice. You see, that was the thing. I just always used to say that Jim. John and Liz Bathgate, when we go away together, and we're going up to Scotland soon, we'll give you the list of dates when we're up there for those of you up in Scotland, and we hope we're going to see John Dick, we're going to see Fiona and the Richards, Colin and Fiona, and a few other people who would, well, hopefully be able to get together. And also going to do 3 shows up there, including the wonderful Isle of Arran. And we look forward to that. And what was I going to say? Yes, we they always sing with us. Whenever we go up there, we stay in these little Airbnbs. And at night, John and I sit there till late into the night singing all the Jim Reeves songs. We put it on the Spotify, and we just sing along. And this is the one we always sing in the car, actually, because I used to sing this one a lot, and it was. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you he'll have to go. Listen to me, tell me do you love me true, or is he holding you the way I do? Oh, love is blind, make up your mind, I've got to know. Or should I hang up, or will you tell him he'll have to go? You can say the words I wanna hear while you're with another man. Do you want me answer yes or no? Darling, I will understand. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you he'll have to go. Little bit of Jim. Sue, let's watch the video. People say to me, why do you do this show? You're an opera singer, that's what you do. You go around. I've just come back from Denmark having done a Rossini, the Cinderella. I played the part of Cinderella, and it's not impossible, it's not impossible. A little nip here and a tuck there. And I was doing the buffa, and I do all the comic roles in opera, surprisingly. And I enjoy doing it. But actually what this does for me is it gives me a chance to see the audience. You see, I can do what I want. Tonight, I can do exactly what I please. But I love to sing different types of music, so I've recorded albums of Victorian songs. And my singing teacher, bless her, she's still alive, and she's said to me, Jonathan, I want you to record an album of Victorian songs I used to sing around with my father. Things like Makushla. Well, that really got a response, didn't it? Well, I'm going to sing it for you anyway. But I need somebody to come and turn the page for me. Hold on 1 second. Anybody will do. You look lovely. Come and turn the page. Just give her a big round of applause. Okay, and Eva, do you read music? Badly. That's a shame. Now, Eva, it's not a great pressure. This is a page turner. It doesn't need a lot of skill, really. It is quite important, otherwise you can ruin the song. But there's no pressure, Eva. Don't worry about that. And then we turn over the page there, my love, and then there's the duet bit. So we sing together on the... Sorry, you don't mind singing along? If you've lost your voice, no, you take the top part. It's up here. Something like that, okay? All right. Okay. This is Makushla. This is art, ladies and gentlemen. High art. With the help of Eva. Are you impressed so far? Did somebody blow their nose then? House lights up, please. House lights. Who just blew their nose? I want you to tell... Was it you? Come up here immediately. On the stage. I know it's a long way up, be careful. Steady, are you insured? Anyway, have you no shame?
No, no shame.
No, you don't care, do you?
Well, I'm sorry I did it, but I had no...
Dribbling down your face. Let's just think about that for a moment. So, what's your name?
David.
David, do you just want to give us a little blow? Because it was a major blow, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't a little kind of, excuse me. Yeah, not like that. Do you know, there are different types. Look at that. Now, there are different types. They're the ones that rub their nose, and they're the ones that blow it and then go, well, what have I got here? You notice that? They do, they go, whoa. That's pretty flipping good. I like that. That's great. Yeah. Round of applause. Say that Eva was sitting on the piano stool. No, you can't go. Makushla, your sweet voice is calling me softly again and again. Makushla, I hear its deep bleeding. My blue-eyed Makushla, I hear it in vain. Makushla, your white arms
arms are reaching, I feel their enfolding, pressing me still. Fling them out from the darkness, my lost love, Makushla. Let them find me and by... Don't know yet, what are you doing? Right, I'm going to go from the emotional bit, okay? Fling them. Here we are, over there, all right? You ready? Have you warmed your voice up for the duet bit? Fling them out from the darkness, my lost love, Makushla. It's good, isn't it? Let them find me and bind me again if they will. Now be good, yes, be good. You to touch it. Don't touch it. People, they're filming this. This is for posterity. 10 years from now, they'll say, "Oh, we couldn't put that one in because Eva ruined it." You're being tidy. Well, thank you very much. You're like my mother. Here we go. I'll start this bit and you carry on as you're in it. Here we go. Makushla, Makushla. Your red lips are saying that death... Anytime now would be good. With a dream and love. Yes, go for it. His voice... There we go. Awaken. Right, on the top note. Awaken. You've got to sing as well. That doesn't count. Awake from your dream. My blue-eyed Makushla, awaken to stay. You know what? I love that. I was just listening to it and remembering that particular occasion.
Yeah, that was
the
fun.
funny thing about that, do you remember this? That I fell up the stage and somebody mentioned it the other day.
I did.
They said I played that to advertise you in the and that how many years ago was that?
15, 17 years ago.
17 years ago.
Yeah.
And I fell up the steps in the first 10 minutes, and I had to run down to the centre, and I got brand new shoes on. Fell up the steps, did that. The microphones fell off. I didn't sing for the first 10 minutes,
No.
and I think somebody, Peter Martin, who was paying for the thing, turned around and said, "He hasn't even started singing yet."
But I found that because I seem to remember, was there someone on Friday who said that they had been one of your victims of turning the pages?
Yeah, in Spring Harvest. Yeah, they'd done the turning the pages thing. And
she still sat in the second row, so she was still quite confident.
That's right. I think she was fancying that I picked her again. But I never do it. Make it a policy with comedy. You never ever set it up. It's never funny.
No.
It's never funny.
No.
If people know.
Do you remember with that? There was a guy who was sweeping the stage beforehand, and everyone was laughing, and they said, "Oh, Jonathan, you should keep that in," and that was the least funny bit of the whole thing.
The whole show.
So
nobody laughed. It was about.
Nobody laughed. It was just it was only funny
Not
at the
funny at
time.
all.
It wasn't funny in the show.
Exactly.
So
you've got to find something. Well, we used to call it in opera when we were rehearsing, because of course I rehearsed comedy. Comedy was my thing, but also I did serious opera. You know, as in tragedies, because
because the flip side of comedy is tragedy. So you should be, if you can play comedy, you can play tragedy. We're watching a program about it today, about what is required. And comedy is a serious business. They always used to say that. And so hence I took my job, the pictures that are behind me here of Falstaff. Why don't you just come up and show
hang on,
people,
let me just take
show
myself
people
off
the,
here. I'll just go move the camera.
There we go. And just show them around this one here. Can you see that? Do you know how to move it? You can't remember how to move it. Okay.
It's locked on quite hard.
Don't bother then, Sue. If you can't do it. No, if you can't do it, forget it. Forget it. Forget the point. If you can't move the camera, what is the point? Oh, just stop coughing and distracting. Now, okay, behind me is a picture of me doing Falstaff, and that was the greatest challenge that I had, of being tragically funny, because Shakespeare, that's what he does. He does tragedy and comedy together and flips the side, and that's when we find an awful lot of what I call Jewish comedy. Jewish comedy is quite dark, and it makes you laugh and then it makes you think, and so much of that great writing that happens. This song I'm going to sing for, who is it for, Sue?
This is for the lovely Doreen and John Fairhurst. And again, we've got an anniversary. You are going to be 59 years old, wedding anniversary, on Wednesday. So
59 years?
59 years, that's
59.
incredible. I know, these
Have
people
we got
with
any
longevity.
Young anybody? What's the youth group? The youth group is around about 67 plus, isn't it? In this lot. We're all oldies. If you're under the age of 60 right now, write in, would you please? So because we'd love to hear from you. We'd just like to see that if we're all in a meeting together, we don't all need, because I need sticks now, I'm sure, and to get around. Now this one is an old song, but we recorded it completely differently, as we always do with these songs. We try and take old hymns in Hymns Project 1 and 2 and try and give them a little bit of edge. And Mark and I decided we'd go Irish with this one, and so we hope you enjoy this. I think you've heard this one before. From Hymns Project 2.
I will sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. How he left his home in glory for the cross of Calvary. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. I was lost, but Jesus found me, found the sheep that went astray. Threw his loving arms around me, drew me back into his way. So yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea.
I love this verse. So real. There we go.
Days of darkness still come o'er me, sorrow's path I often tread, but his presence still is with me, by his guiding hand I'm led. So yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. He will keep me till the rivers roll his waters at my feet. Then he'll bear me safely over where
ones I shall meet. So yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. Yes, I'll sing the wondrous story of the Christ who died for me. Sing it with the saints in glory, gathered by the crystal sea. So if you want to sing that, in your church group, you haven't got any way of doing that, you can actually write to me. We'll send you the backing track, and you can play that in your church service. It'd just be a little bit of a kind of a difference, a bit of a whoa-hey instead of, You'll get all these people.
Okay.
The lame will leap for joy.
They will.
That one.
Now, speaking of which. People have been writing in saying, I'm under 60. So we have quite a tranche of under 60s.
You under 60?
No, we're under 60. So
great.
Callum started it off by saying, I'm back again and I'm 16. Callum from last week?
Callum is 16. You have reduced the average age by what? At least
50 years.
50 years. Thank you, Callum.
Okay,
You're a good
so
boy.
Lots of others. I'm sorry if I've missed a few of you out, but I have been scribbling furiously whilst you've been writing in. Helen Poole, Pete Jewell, Rachel Pryor, Victoria, Sharon Wilson, Colin Richards, Hayley Starkey, Nikki Overgaard, Lou Day, Phil and Judy Wallach, Terry and Miriam Davis are all under 60. And Grace, you are 40 next weekend, aren't you?
Grace,
on
it's
the
so
19th.
it's so lovely to have the youth group in tonight. It is.
So, happy
And,
birthday, Grace, for next weekend. We'll play something for you in a minute.
Just an idea, and I have no idea whether it will work, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
We can do something completely different. I just had a kind of a thought, a couple of songs we could put together for these difficult days. I'm not going to sing them. I'm just going to play it for you. Okay, so a little time of meditation and all the rest of it, and you can just no faces, just pianos. Okay. Just a little idea, bit of security. That song was called "Shout to the Lord," and then "Living Under the Shadow." It's a long. That's what my children were called old school, but "Living Under the Shadow." My dear friend John Bathgate sent this, and it was from Mahatma Gandhi. And in these troubled times, it's good to know this kind of thing. It's lovely to gather the wisdom from so many other people as well. And he said this. When I despair, I remember that all through history, the way of truth and love have always won. There have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time, they can seem invincible. But in the end, they always fall. Think of it. Always. That's what he said. And I thanked John and Liz Bathgate, and because I thought it was spot on. Because actually, we tend to not get a grip of history in the round and in the broad picture. So many things happen to us, and I wanted to say this to you, just as one of my little JV thoughts, really. And I was sitting there on the throne of grace, pondering,
as you do,
in the loo, and men often think a lot. I often think in the loo, and I thought my life, like everybody's. I would speculate everybody watching here, including you, Sue.
Yeah.
Have had so many ups and so many downs. Life is like a great big seesaw. It just is. And there are a few people, where people haven't experienced much bad. But don't worry, it's just around the corner. and that's not being negative. It's actually looking at life as it is. It says, "Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added." And we were reflecting that today. What are all those things? It will say, don't worry about what you can eat and what you're going to drink and what clothes you're going to wear. Don't worry. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things that you need will be added unto you. Okay, that's why we call out all this kind of these evangelists, these so-called evangelists, televangelists, saying to the poor, "Give me your money." That's not what we do. We never do that. We do not do that. Apart from to give to other people and to share with through YGAF, through You've Got a Friend Trust. And if you've got a spare $5, then go to YGAF. We can't. This is one of the things we can't do. What is the? Do you remember what it is, Stu?
I'm just going to take it up. Just give me a moment.
Okay. And it's YGAF. You've Got a Friend Trust. You can give that to help other people during these terrible times, where people are going to be really challenged. Petrol is now in some places, $1.96. And so Esso, Texaco, boycott them. Just don't go there. Just go somewhere else. As we went to Marks and Spencer's to pick up some food the other day, and somebody said, "Do you want to pay for petrol?" I said, "Are these prices? You've got to be joking. Of course I'll never come here."
It's the way she said it to me. It was very sort of, you don't have any petrol,
no.
have you?
No, you don't. And they're empty. They're not, people are not going there unless they're very rich. They don't care. But what I was saying was that we go through difficult times. And I remember just thinking back to my childhood, and people think I had some kind of, I don't know, miraculous journey through to becoming an international opera singer and having a level of fame at that time. And I didn't. Well, I had a lot of very unfortunate times. Terrible, terrible bullying. And as a result of bullying, my music teacher, he saved me by giving me a key to his music room that I could go and practice in, so I didn't have to be in the playground. It meant I worked as a musician. I learned as a musician to start playing, to start singing, to start developing ideas and harmony, and what does that mean? And from then I went on, and I went on to do a degree. But you remember, Sue, I failed my degree, and I had to retake the last...
Yeah, it was a real shock. It was a real shock, because Jonathan was heading for a first in his music, but because he was doing English as well, you failed one paper, and that was it. The whole degree just stalled. And you had to retake the paper in order to get a degree the next year. And it happened sort of matter of weeks before we were getting married.
Yeah, it felt like the end of the world. But from that, then go to the seesaw again, where I go to Trinity College of Music, and I won the Peter Pears competition and the Anna Instone, and that projected me again.
I can remember there was a week after you'd done all of that, and it was almost like every day you were offered another piece of work.
Yes.
Over in Ireland and
exactly.
Glyndebourne and so on, and there was almost this sort of, this is easy,
Nothing
isn't it? You just sort of put your name out there and put your voice out there, and people say yes, please.
And
maybe
it
not.
was not like that. No. And then you get the disappointment of going to an opera house that I dare not name, but where they looked at me, in all honesty, at that time, and they looked at me and said, well, it's very difficult to cast you, Mr. Veira, given your, and what they were saying was my coloured skin. And they said that it's very difficult to put you in anything, Mr. Veira. And I thought, what? And I thought my life, again, having got there, what do I do now? And then it got big and things happened, and it was all happening, and da-da-da-da-da, and I was hailed as the next best thing. And what happened? I got viral encephalitis in 1989 and nearly died. You with me? And then again, another down, another up. And I think all I'm saying to you is, and I think Sue would say this, there are people that made significant differences in our lives at particular times. At particular times. And they may have gone now. They may have moved on to other things the pastors knew. But there are people out there who've made that difference in my life that you know. You're out there, you may be listening, or you may be not. But for you, you've got people who made a difference. And we hope that what we try and do in this community is be the people for ourselves who can make a difference in your lives, and you can, therefore, we model it, you can do it for others. I think of dear Sharon By, who has tried to change the story for so many people online here. She's had her own losses and her own difficulties with Chris Gone, and yet what she's done for Liz Ormiston, for example, just for an example.
And for so many.
For so many. For the days, for people who've just put themselves out there, who say, and for Karen Bate, for so many people. I'm not going for John
Can I
Dick,
just say, Karen has just literally written in saying, take your tablets. It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock.
So thank you, Karen. Thank
but
you.
for all of that, I need to say to you, that's what we're going through a very difficult patch, all of us at the moment, all of us. But you know what? There will be, what that song says, just around the bend. There will be, the lights will shine again, I believe, just around the bend. Listen to it, encourage your soul tonight. We're not going to sing that one tonight.
Nope.
But I'm taking my 9 o'clock tablets for my kidney, which is...
My kidney.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
My
your
kidney.
And we're going to sing a song, I think... So, why don't we put on Amazing Grace?
Okie dokie. And I think it would be nice to sing this for Grace, who is 40 on the 19th, which will be next Saturday.
And we love this version. This is a great version. Did people enjoy the piano version?
They loved the piano version. Yeah, that was a nice surprise. So
excellent. Here we go.
Yeah, you can do that again, Mr. Veira.
Amazing Grace. From the album You Raise Me Up, love this version. It goes like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious, dear, that grace appeared. The hour I first believed. Through many dangers toils and snares we have already come. His grace has brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Sing along if you know it. When we've been there 10,000 years. When we've been there 10,000 years. Bright shining as the sun. We've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first began. Than when we first Somebody wrote in asking for a hymn. We're singing quite a lot of hymns tonight, suddenly. Yeah. And I hadn't planned to, but we're singing what we always do, which is a great mix
Big
of stuff.
mixture.
And for people who are not Christians out there, this is a group of people, the JV community of faith and no faith. We say it every week. I'll say it. We've done it 88 times now. I'll keep saying it. This is not a church, all right? Just in case you are. And if it is a church, it should be exactly like this, which is for people of faith and people who haven't got a clue. Yeah. People who are sitting on the fence and going, I don't believe any of this, but we're part of the same community. And that is what is quite significant about the difference in, I suppose, the community that I grew up in, which was quite a closed community, which where people were members. And yet what we try and do is we try and say to people, you're all welcome. That's the sort when I'm going to sing God of the Moon and Stars in a second. That's the theme of that. Doesn't matter who you are, all comers. Now, I'm going to do a song, actually, that is for Jerry. And Jerry has had an operation.
Here we go.
And, Jerry's had an operation, and he's had a bit of a tough time of it. He suffers quite badly from sleep apnea, and has used one of these CPAP machines that so many people use who've got sleep apnea. Sue has it mildly, and she has one of these things where she sticks it in her mouth, and she looks like a dog. When you look at her in the sleep, she's like that. She sits like that. She doesn't snore.
I have no secrets.
She has no, that's it. But she looks very attractive. Do it for her. Shut your eyes. So shut your eyes. There it is. And that is what she looks like. Just so fortunate. Mind you, if you see me and my stomach. Oh, how gross!
It's going, slowly but surely.
Do you know what? Oh, I managed 5 days rowing this week. That's it. I've done it. Yes! Broken the back again. Yeah. And now done my 3,500, I think, yesterday. Meters, and so every day we're trying a little bit more and more.
This Take My Life is also for your dear mother. Hello, Mum.
Yes, hello, Mum. Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Mummy.
Happy birthday to you. And she's 89. 89, I think, tomorrow.
How can my mother be 89?
And so she's it's her birthday tomorrow. So, Mum, by the time you see this, you might well have seen us for your birthday. So, anyway, happy birthday. Yeah, all right, and we love you.
And this is my version of, and this is just to tell the story, is that Jerry, for years, wanted me to write it out. Every time, And do you know what? I've not sat down with a piece of manuscript for ages, and every time he asks me, I go, yeah, okay. And Jerry, from my heart, I apologise, and I want you to know that genuinely, I'm going to do absolutely nothing about it, okay? And so... Take my life and let it be consecrated, Lord, to Thee. Take my moments and my days, let them flow in ceaseless praise. Take my hands and let them move at the impulse of Thy love. Take my feet and let them be swift and beautiful for Thee. Take my voice and let me sing always only for my King. Take my lips and let them be filled with messages from Thee. Take my silver and my gold, not a mite will I withhold. Take my intellect and use every part as Thou shalt choose. Take my will and make it Thine, it shall be no longer mine. Take my heart, it is Thine own, it shall be Thy royal throne. Take my love, my Lord, I pour at Thy feet is treasure store. Take myself, and I will be ever only all for Thee, ever only Lord for Thee. That's for Jerry. And I just reminded that I must get this piano tuned. It's in a bad condition. I really need to get it tuned again. Need to get him in for next time, in a few weeks' time.
Can I just say, Miriam Gudgeon, happy birthday. You're 86 tomorrow, so happy birthday, Miriam, for tomorrow.
So, tell you what I'd like.
Okay, doke.
Put the video on. That would be nice. Can you do? Well, and this one is from Hymns Project 1 that I wrote with my son Matthew, and we recorded this live. 4 of them. You can find them on YouTube. I think on our YouTube page. I think you can. If you're not, just put the names in. And this one, a new tune to "Oh for 1,000 Tongues to Sing My Great Redeemer's Praise." I remember doing this at the conference. I told you last week. I think this one at the conference in the Methodist Central Hall, and that's when the man shouted out, "I like the old tunes," as they threw him down these stairs in his wheelchair. That wasn't nice, was it? It wasn't nice. It wasn't. No, they shouldn't have done that to him. It's unfortunate. Maybe it was me. Put it on. For 1,000 tongues to sing my great Redeemer's praise.
defiance of his grace, my gracious Master and my God, assist me to proclaim, to spread through all the earth abroad the honors of thy name, and with our voice we sing our songs of praise, with our hearts we'll worship you for all our days. Jesus, the name that charms our fears and bids our sorrows cease. 'Tis music in the sinner's ears, life and health and peace. He breaks the power of cancelled sin. He sets the prisoner free. His blood can make the foulest clean. His blood availed for me, and with our voice we sing our songs of praise. With our hearts we'll worship you for all our days. He speaks, and listening to his voice, new life the dead receive. The mournful broken hearts rejoice. The humble poor believe. The humble poor believe. And with our voice we sing our songs of praise. With our voice we sing our songs of praise. With our voice we sing our songs of praise. With our hearts we worship you for all our days.
Well, that was nice to hear that again.
It was.
Yeah,
good
it's a while
fun.
since I've heard
Good
that.
fun recording that, actually. It was really a nice...
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, we did
Really
four of
good.
those, and I think it's a nice tune, and one that, again, it just gives different life to fantastic words, and it's that... Yeah, the accordion was quite fun to play, but we had to do it. Nick had to film it 5 or 6 times to get the edit, so it was. But it was a lovely.
It's hard work, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But
it was
it's a
hard
good-
work, but it was
good
great fun.
track.
Great
Good
fun.
track. I just want to tell you a little bit about where we're going over the next few weeks, because we just love seeing everyone, and I know that you want to know where we are and when. So the next one in March is on Friday, and we're going to be at Virginia Water, which is in Surrey.
Really get there. We'd love to see you.
Yeah,
if
I'd love
you're
to see you
local,
there.
it's a fantastic
April
church.
the 1st, we're going to have a great evening with Andrew Robertson and his charity there in Devizes at the Corn Exchange. Please come along. There'll be lots of space for you to be in. I know that Andrew would really love to sell a few more tickets. So please look at that. See if you can make it to Devizes on the 1st of April. And then the next one is we're finally getting back to Hastings, having had to postpone that one. The rescheduled one is on the 9th of April. May, we've got a nice little selection there. St Michael's.
And we've got in Loughborough. Don't forget Loughborough.
Yeah, Loughborough. Oh, yes, I forgot to put that in. Loughborough.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing the Easter morning service up at New Springs Church in Loughborough.
Fantastic
And
group of people.
yeah, a lovely group of people. So that's going to be a slightly different kind of service, I think. I don't quite know what it's going to be like, but that's where we're going to be. May. Lovely church in Lyndhurst on the 7th of May. And some people might fancy the idea of booking a little weekend holiday and going to St Michael's. And other people, including Jackie Johnson, are going to go to Arran for a break, and then they can see us there. Well, that's a lovely idea. Yeah. And she's got a friend or someone who lives in Lamash where it's being held.
Fantastic.
So we're doing a little tourette of Scotland. So Arran on the 21st, Perth on the 27th, and 28th we're in Cowdenbeath. And
all details on the website.
All the details on the website, www.jonathanveira.com. And if the details are not there,
get it again 3 times.
www.jonathanveira.com. And can I just say, if the details are not there, of tickets and so on, it's just because we haven't got the details yet. It's not so that it's sold out. So don't worry that if you can't see how to get tickets, it's just that the church haven't yet come back to us giving us details. So that's it. And I'm not going to... no, I'm going to fade that out. I'm not going to talk anything more. All the details are on the website. And if you want to contact me, you can.
Can I sing, please?
No.
Can I sing from the album from Nashville?
Okie dokie.
Go Rest High. I fancy a little bit of country, and that's the thing about I was brought up with such a broad spectrum of stuff. Gospel, as in quite formal hymns. That was hymns. That's why I kind of got a thing about hymns. It's in my DNA, I suppose, and that's why I want to keep them alive. I don't want them all to die in the new song malaise. I know that for record companies, they like to get as many new songs out there. And I like to actually say there's something in new and something in old. There's something new that you've got to say. There are new. That's why new wine and things like that come about. But also we try and remember the old. What was good about the old. And this one actually was a new song written in the last. It's not a gospel song in some ways. And yet, I think it was Gareth that asked for this one.
Yes, he did. It was a lovely idea, Gareth.
He asked for this one, for all the lives that have been so needlessly lost and will be needlessly lost. I saw a terrible picture of an open grave of people that had been, missiles that had been fired and bombed. And it's okay, people, to feel really bad that Rob Barron posted something that we pray those of us that are of the praying disposition and others that are of the hoping disposition, we hope that this man is removed in whatever way. That's an interesting concept, isn't it? For a Christian person to talk about that he would be removed and whatever that would involve. But what we're trying to do is say that the evil that men do finally has to be stopped, as it often is in history. And I want you to say that there is hope, but we remember those that have fallen on both sides, okay? Yeah. Poor young Russian cannon fodder put at the front who don't know often why they're there, have been victims of their own of propaganda once again. And we see Sudetenland repeating itself in 38, 39, on the borders of Poland. I mean, it's almost too much, but we sing this song now for those that have fallen and those that probably will fall. Go rest high on that mountain. I know your life on earth is troubled, and only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to the rain. So go rest high. Son, your work on earth is done. Go to heaven a shouting, love for the Father and the Son. Oh, how we cried the day you left us, gathered round your grave to grieve. I wish I could see the angel faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. So go rest high on that mountain. Son, your work on earth is done. Go to heaven a-shouting, love for the Father and the Son. Oh, how we cried the day you left us. We gathered round to grieve, to grieve. I wish I could see the angel faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. So go rest high on that mountain. Son, your work on earth is done. Go to heaven a-shouting, love for the Father and the Son. Love for the Father and the Son. For those who were lost, brothers, husbands, friends, sons, and daughters, and wives, we remember them today. And I'm going to do one that was requested by Stuart. And I wrote this song a long time ago with Paul Field. Paul, who has been a major part of my recording life, and I've sung so many songs, because he manages to construct lyrics. I wrote the tune to it really, and he put he added a chorus and things, and he came round, and I remember him writing this, and I'd forgotten that he was coming around, and I got on the piano, and I think he knows this now, but at the time he said, "Have you written the tune?" And I literally was half an hour before he arrived, and I won't. Something like that. Something like that. And he came out with these words, and I think he released an album separately from when we recorded this called Still You Speak. And I think actually I would love people, again, this is a kind of hymn that would be really for now. And it goes like this. Very simple. Still you speak, if only we would listen through the noise and chaos of our days. Lord, give us time to fix our minds on you and hear what you would say. Still you speak, if only we would listen through the wars and conflicts of our time. Lord, if each day we'd kneel and pray to you, what wisdom we could find. Word of life, voice for every season, song of love for all our days. Still you speak, if only we would listen and obey. Still you speak, if only we would listen through the creeds and doctrines that divide. Lord, teach us still to seek your will and let your voice speak through our lives. Word of life, voice for every season, song of love for all our days. Still you speak, if only we would listen and obey. Still you speak, if only we would listen through the years that come and go so fast. Lord, may your ways shape all our days until we see your face at last. Oh, word of life, voice for every season, song of love for all our days. Still you speak, word for every season, song of love for all our days. Still you speak, if only we would listen and obey. Yes, that's very appropriate. I forgot how appropriate that was actually. And that's recorded on the second, on again.
Yeah, lockdown sessions too.
Lockdown sessions too. If you haven't got that and would like to order it, please order it online. I think it's £10, isn't it, Sue?
Yeah.
£10.
Yeah, what's that? £10. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. We'd love to sell you and send a few to you. It helps us just turn over a living. That's really useful. Sue, anything to say about
I just wanted to say
Yes.
that we dedicate that last one also to Mark Borisov's brother-in-law, Ian. He is 77 on Wednesday. So, Ian, happy
yeah.
birthday for Wednesday. So, thank you, Mark, for
It's 'cause I have no
highlighting
idea
that.
the song that you were asking me to do.
No, never mind.
I think
Never
Helen
mind.
Coleman said it was from Nabucco. I mean, really?
You couldn't find it.
Well, I couldn't find. Well,
Okay,
I
well, that's not to
didn't
say
know
it's
it,
not
but that's,
there.
That's not to say it wasn't there. There's one that I'd like to do. I'm going to do one, and then we're going to watch a video. What?
Sorry, can I just ask? Sorry, just talk amongst yourselves.
What?
Which one are you going to do?
How great you are.
Oh, good. Okay.
Why?
Just checking that you're going to do the one I want you to do.
Which is
because it's How Great Thou Art, which is for Jackie Johnson,
Yeah.
who has just, unfortunately today, the one day that Jonathan asks who is under 60 is the very day that you are 60. So I'm sorry
Well,
about that,
sorry,
Jackie.
but you're out of the youth group. That's it. You're out. You've got to go to seniors now. You've got to go to... Actually, hold on, Sue. We're in the seniors group.
Yes.
Do you know that moment when you go to think and they let you in for... Oh, that's a bit of a shock. Can I just say...
dear, here
right,
we
here we
go.
go. We went yesterday... Okay, I'm going to say this. We went yesterday... We had a day off, right? I've read that off, and this week is going to be very, very busy. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday show. Every day is something happening, and we're going to be... That's why we had a rest, and we went out down the A31 and went across on the 272, and we saw Cheesefoot Hill or something.
Something like that.
Near
Yes, I can't
Winchester.
remember. It was lovely.
A wonderful place.
Wonderful.
Where it's a
Natural amphitheatre with animals
the
on it.
sun was shining. Sue got a coffee and a cake. You got a
Shouldn't have
cake,
done
I
really,
didn't,
but it was
you
a
did.
very nice
anyway,
piece of cake.
we went to Winchester, which we stayed. The first night of our honeymoon was in Winchester. And the reason I know that, I remember it's called the Wessex.
It was.
It was. It's not called anymore.
I don't think it is now.
Oh, anyway,
no.
it's right by the cathedral. And you know why I remember that? Because it went off, the cathedral bell went every quarter of an hour. Sue was fast asleep right next to me. I watched Chief Ironsides, and then the television went off. Because we had a television in our room, we couldn't believe the luxury. It was luxury. Wasn't it? Luxury, first night. It cost us a fortune in those days. But there was the Wessex. And we went and we thought, well, actually, do you know what we'll do? We'll go in and we'll go to the...
We thought we'd go to the cathedral because we like going to cathedrals.
Have a bit of quiet reflection time, as you do. And I forgot, and it's got admission, unless you're going for a service, it's 10 quid. 10 quid? What?
I did point out to him that probably now we would both get concessions because we're both over 60.
That's the most depressing
But that's
aspect of
£8
this.
still.
Not that they charge 10 quid, it's the fact that they say, hello, sir, old age pensioners. So, but 10 quid. And I thought, actually, and this is a serious... I understand fully, we're trying to do tours of cathedral. But I understand perfectly. They've got to stay alive and got to stay. But what they should do, in my humble opinion, a place of worship should not have, a place of worship like that, should not have an admission fee. Otherwise, what it did, a lot of people
lots of people
up to it
outside
and going off. So the whole point of going in, we wanted to go in to just do a bit of sitting. I just said to you,
just
I
wanted a bit of reflection.
Half an hour's reflection. And I thought, I'm not going to pay £10 to go in and have in the place of worship. They should say, £10 as a voluntary contribution or something would be really gratefully received. I know the Church of England is having a difficult time, but I was thinking, would you go into a parish church and go, charge a £5 to get in because it costs something for the roof to do?
But we did get our bit of peace and quiet, didn't we? We were driving
I sat
home.
next to a guitarist. What are you talking about?
No, a bit later on.
play.
On our way
As
home,
I've
we
discovered.
decided to call into a little village called Ropley.
Oh,
and,
yes.
my friend Sally, her dad
beautiful.
died this time last year and was buried in the grounds of Ropley Church. And I just thought it'd be quite nice to find the church and have a little mooch and go and see where he's buried. And actually, I couldn't find his grave, but it was so peaceful there. It was just beautiful. The birds were tweeting, and it was just a glorious moment of calm. So we didn't get into the cathedral, but we did get our calm, which was very nice.
Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the works thy hand hath made, I see the stars, I hear the mighty thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God His Son not sparing sent Him to die, I scarce can take it in that on the cross my burden gladly bearing, He bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then shall I bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. It needs a bigger room to sing that one. Now, can I just want to do one, please, for Alan Shivers.
Oh, yes.
And
Poor Alan, you have been feeling
Yeah.
absolutely rotten with this COVID for you, and we're really sorry about that. And yeah, that's really hard, actually.
it's actually, I mean, it's no comfort to you that a lot of people aren't, but because you are. And Simon and Julia, I think you're away at the moment, and you probably aren't listening, but if you are, you've been down with it for 6-7 days now, and it's been difficult, and we send big love to you for lots of reasons, and we hope that that's all going to be fine very soon. This song, and as we come towards the end of the evening now, this song and another song I want to sing, really, it's the fact that, and I just want us to get hold of them, look right at the camera here and say this, that I do not hate anybody, okay? I hate the evil that people do. I hate what the evil that people are made to do by sometimes what seems to be evil people. But I can't say I don't know Putin, I don't hate Putin, and I don't think hate is a useful emotion for us, whether we're Christian or not. It doesn't get us anywhere. Our instinct is to hate, But I don't think that's what we need to do. We need to find a way, because what did Gandhi say? Actually, love will find a way. And the greatest of these, that's what 1 Corinthians 13 is saying. So actually our response is not to hate. We can have justice. We have justice without revenge. We can have peace without acrimony at the end, and things like the First and Second World War. What led finally to the Second World War was the way the Germans were treated. So I can almost say historical fact. So when we exact revenge instead of justice on people, that's what's bad. And I don't want us to hate people, because this song, God of the Moon and Stars, says, God of the moon and stars, God of the rich and poor, God of the whoever, and God of, strangely, and it's really weird to say this, God of Putin. Do you understand? And that's actually, I'm trying my best not to hate him for what he is threatening, what he's done, and because that doesn't get us finally, in the final analysis, anywhere. This song is for Alan Shivers, and it is on the... Gosh, it's another one from this album, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful work. The best version I think I've done of this one. I'm not going to play the piano, but Sue will, in the solo, she'll go over to the piano and just a reflection. God of the moon and stars, God of the near and far, God of the fragile hearts we are, I come to you. God of our history, God of the future that will be, what will you make of me? I come to you. God of the meek and mild, God of the reckless and the wild, God of the unreconciled, I come to you. God of our life and death, God of our secrets unconfessed, God of our every living breath, I come to you. God of the rich and poor, God of the princess and the whore, God of the ever open door, I come to you. God of the unborn child, God of the pure and undefiled, God of the pimp and pedophile, I come to you. God of the war and peace, God of the junkie and the priest, God of the greatest and the least, I come to you. God of the refugee, God of the prisoner and the free, God of my doubt and certainty, I come to you. God of our joy and grief, God of the lawyer and the thief, God of our faith and unbelief, I come to you. God of the wounds we bear, God of the deepest dreams we share, God of our unspoken prayer, come to you. God of a world that's lost, God of a lonely, lonely cross, God who has come to us, we come to you. Still one of my most performed songs when I go out on the road. And thank you, Paul Field. I know you're not listening tonight, but Paul, thank you for those words. They mean a lot. And let's love, not hate. Let's move
Absolutely.
forward.
Strong.
And this week, let's stay
Yes.
strong. Let's look for the positive. Let's look for what we can do and not what we can't do. Let's not be in desperation or fear or despair. We do not need to move from one COVID fear to a war fear. We cannot live at force 10 gale, people. Okay? And so share with each other. Try and to do good where you can, wherever you are. With faith, without faith, I don't care. You do what you can only do. And you get into your communities and you do what you can do. I'm trying to do that this week with my students and with all the people that we meet. Sue, I just leave you to...
Okie dokie, let's just wind it up here. So we talk a lot about YouTube, and remember it's click, like, and subscribe. So basically when you're watching YouTube, you can click onto the little icon at the bottom, the little thumbs up, and then you can like that, and then you can subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but what it does do is it gives you access to all our notifications and that kind of thing. So, for example, I've said about us not going out once a fortnight. It's all getting a bit higgledy-piggledy. We're trying to do as many as we can. So you'll get a notification from the YouTube channel about that. So that would work well for you.
As well as, and don't forget the Facebook.
As well as Facebook as well. And so along those lines, if you would like to join the JV community, we welcome everyone who's been joining us recently. It's just wonderful to go out, meet you at the shows, and then you come and join us on the Sunday night. It's fantastic. So if you would like to become a part of this thing called the JV community, which started almost 2 years ago now, it's on Facebook, and it's Jonathan sort of with a sort of pinky background behind him. And you click on that and you say that you want to join. Now you will be asked you'll be asked a couple of questions so that we know that you're not a robot and all the rest of it. Please read those questions and just answer them, because then we know that we can accept you into the community. It's just that there is a bit of a safeguard, really.
But and it's really important, this is not a group for proselytizing.
Nope.
It's a group to share. You can share your prayer requests, or if you're not a Christian or any faith, you can just talk. You can just add things that you want to add, as long as they are kind.
Yes.
And they must be.
That's the whole point about it. It's about kindness and it's about encouraging one another. And it's been, I know, a lifeline for many of you over the last couple of years. And I suspect it's carrying on being a lifeline for you. So you can ask for prayer, you can ask for help, you can ask for encouragement, and you can give encouragement, and you can even tell jokes. And those really do. I mean, Stuart McCready aside, most jokes are fantastic.
Yeah, John Dick. Forget that. But
John Bound does a very good line in Witties.
Okay, Karen Bain. Okay, no. Well, all those people aside, okay, and John Bound.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Fine, you're banned.
So,
Okay.
if you wish to contact me, I'm on sue@jonathanveira.com, and I can answer you any questions. I can point you in the right direction of something. If you're interested in perhaps hosting a JV evening and you don't know anything about it, then you can write to me at sue@jonathanveira.com, and I will be able to answer your questions, because I am the general oracle of all things. That's
Well, that's what an oracle means. That's
yes,
your
I
dog.
know. Okay.
An oracle
So,
knows everything.
www.jonathanveira.com is the website, and there you will find all the books, all the CDs. And so if you'd like to buy a present or something like that, then you can let me know through sue@jonathanveira.com, and Jonathan will sign that item to whoever it is you're giving.
The books,
The books.
CDs,
Yeah.
everything.
Everything. It's all there. You can listen to tracks and so on. So if you've heard something tonight and you thought, oh, I really rather like that, then you should be able to find that on the website. And all the where we're going to be and when and how to get tickets should be on there as well. What can I say?
So, what we're going to do is I'm just going to sing a little bit this one. This was for, and I haven't included it in, we've just run out of time as usual, which is Caroline and Liz Ormiston. And then we'll move into the last couple of songs where Sue joins me. And this is called All That Matters, just by Judy Mackenzie Dunn. And some of you know this one. Here's life in all its mystery, the beauty and the tragedy, the silence and the symphony, and everything between. And deep inside the heart of man, the need to know and understand. Is he, she, a part of some great plan, or just a passing dream? Philosophers philosophize, but rarely look you in the eyes. And politics is compromise that rides the ebb and flow. And money talks and fashion screams to fill the space inside your dreams. If you want something to believe, I'll tell you what I know. My maker is my savior, my creator is also my friend, and to find him and his favor is all that matters, is all that matters, is all that matters. In the end. Go peaceful in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways.
Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame.
God speed you,
God lead you and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes.
God hold you,
Enfold you and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known
my Lord. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you.
give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace.
The
Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you and be gracious to you.
So lovely to have you with us tonight. So many new faces.
Yes, thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you to join us. Stuart, join us again in 2 weeks' time, I think it is.
Yes, 2 weeks.
And we'll have a special guest for you to be announced. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you.
The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace.
Thank you so much for joining us. JV Live from the Steinway will be coming in 2 weeks' time. Come and see us in Virginia Waters on Friday night at 7:30. We'll be delighted to see you. The church is going to be absolutely stacked, so we really pray that you'll come along and have a great time. God bless you.
God bless you, everyone.
Bye.
Have a
And
good
well
week.
done to Sue. Hearts and stuff. She's got all of it done.
I've done
How
it.
about
I've
that?
done it. And thank you to Rachel for being such a wonderful teacher and teaching an old dog new
New
tricks.
tricks. And you are quite old.
Thank you.
Bye. See you.
Bye.